Welcome, I'm your host, Logan23. You're joining me for Endless Summer Book 2, Chapter 13. All we have is now at MASADA. We've almost explored almost all this isle. Concealed in the arachnid suit, you escort your friends through the Rourke's MASADA facility. A dozen heavily armed operatives stand at attention inside the lab you have been instructed to enter. They part, revealing... At least he's got clothes on.
Welcome, my honored guest. The moment of truth is finally at hand.
That's reaches, as if you could refrain from lying for a single breath. He won't have a breath to draw after I can get near him. You notice someone in a yellow shirt at the back of the group of operatives. Oh! Leela. Can't believe she went straight back to Rourke's side. At the sight of her, Estella gets ready to lunge forward, but Sean and Craig hold her back.
You're not going anywhere, Montoya.
Neither is she. Rourke suddenly walks toward you.
I'd be remiss if I didn't thank the hero of the hour. What's your call sign, Private?
Reaches out to shake your hand. Black Widow, 3172.
A serial number?
We identify ourselves by number only. Our mission is more important than personal glory.
Of course. Excellent work, 3172. I'll make sure your superior officer is notified.
That won't be necessary, sir. It's enough that the client is pleased. That's good for the client is good for us.
Yep, glad to be of service and stuff.
Shut up! Rourke nods thoughtfully and shakes your gloved hand. He turns to your captive friends.
Can we get the hell on with this?
What are you planning on to do with us?
Oh, firstly, there's the matter of why you've come this far north.
You know why I'm here, you bastard.
That I do indeed.
Rourke's eerie calm visibly unsettles your friends. His gaze passes from one to the next like laser-like precision.
Leela told me of your aim, the Lanern Gate. Very resourceful of you to discover its existence. However, I'm afraid I have unfortunate news. It never worked. A failed, discarded prototype. It would have required an impossible amount of energy to function properly.
Anxiety gives way to furtive, concerned glances among the group. I've got to hope the island's heart is strong enough to power the gate.
So, lamentably, you came for nothing.
You and your pet will die here. You can be certain of that. One way or another would put a stop to you, father.
Ah, Alistair, I regret that circumstances haven't allowed me to be more straightforward with you. But the curtain, as it were, is finally going up. All of LaHardia's mysteries will soon surrender themselves to us. Armed with what we've discovered at MASADA, humanity will be able to bravely march forward.
Humanity, bravery. What could you possibly know about such things? You turned your wife, my mother, into a glorified slave. And ordered your little snake to stab my mom in the back. Please, just let him explain. Everyone begins shouting at once, hurling accusations at Rourke and Leela. Murderers. You're both awful, and you should feel awful.
Where's Lundgren? My fist has an appointment with his face.
Oh. Rourke whirls towards you and the other arachnid troops.
What am I paying you for? Get them in line.
As the real soldiers step closer, you turn towards your friends and tell them to shut up. Pipe down. That's enough. You and your friends don't hear you over the Son of a...
I knew I didn't like you the first time I laid eyes on you, phony Stark.
Do you think you can just hold anyone you want at knife point? Yeah, and who builds a resort pool without a water slide? Another arachnid soldier comes up behind Raj and bashes him in the back of the head with the butt of his rifle. Well, it's either that or if I chose point my gun at them, I lose points, so he crumbles to the floor. Raj!
That'll teach you to disrespect Mr. Rourke.
As your friends help Raj back up, Rourke glances at you suspiciously.
I didn't know arachnid was a habit of asking nicely.
Shit! Rourke saunters over to Estella and Alistair.
Stella, I regret that your Olivia forced my hand. But she, of all people, would understand the sacrifices must be made for the greater good. As for Imogen, you're right, Alistair. I gave her back existence, nothing more. But now that you're here, I may finally be able to give her life.
What? Oh, what are you talking about? You see? This is what I was trying to tell you. Mr. Rourke's plan is in everyone's best interests.
If words convince you of my desire to better this world, perhaps a demonstration will. We've made promising advancements with particular extraterrestrial mineral.
Rourke produces a small shard similar to the strange crystal you've found all across the island. Places it in front of a robotic arm. Okay. When we didn't gain the clues for that, I was like, what? Like, we'd never run into one. But when you gain all the clues, you find that. Or you find one of them. He taps a display, and a laser fires at the crystal fragment, causing it to grow brightly. Rourke then takes a beaker full of fluid from a nearby container and lets it fall next to the shard, spilling its contents. Before your eyes, the beaker splits into an array of future and past versions of itself, some with fluid still contained, and the others streaming out in front of different directions.
The hell is...
Zara swiftly elbows Craig. Rourke remains focused on the glowing shard. He reaches down and carefully plucks a full, intact beaker out of midair.
We're so close to being able to replicate this on a larger scale. Once we're harnessing the power of the Endless, all of time will be ours to command.
You can't just change what you don't like about things you've already happened. There will be a butterfly effect. But perhaps if using an isolated mana, you can't. You can't, and this is why you're an idiot, Alistair. You can't. The crystals take from other dimensions and other timelines. If you were to take your mother from another timeline and bring her to this one, it would cause a catastrophic effect. Holy crap, did you never watch Fringe? Or, like, research science at all?
If you're looking for help with that, Daddy of Weird Bucks, you've got another thing coming.
No way.
I presume there'll be resistance to the idea. Very well. Take them to the containment units.
Containment units like where the Ghostbusters put Slimer?
I'm sure you'll all come around in time.
Arachnid operatives surround the group, shoving and dragging them towards an elevator.
Hey! Easy! We're going!
The door closes and the group disappears, leaving Hugh, Sean, Craig, and Zara alone with Rourke.
We're still missing a few of the guests, aren't we? The bigger one, the brave one, the hacker, and the mystery. I'll need you four to fetch their corpses from Lake Tethys. We require all 12 bodies for the procedure, especially John.
Understood, sir. Rourke's eyes narrow as he regards you.
On second thought, I'll have Lundgren send one of his higher-ups along to supervise.
Pockets the shard and leaves through a separate elevator.
Finally, I can barely breathe in this stupid mask.
Craig reaches to remove his helmet. Wait. Zara moves to a nearby control panel and executes several commands. After a moment, the security cameras deactivate. She takes her helmet off and the rest of you follow suit. Okay, nobody's watching. We're clear.
Alright guys, now what?
Phase 2. We save the others before they put them in whatever containment Rourke has in mind. Then, we take a run for the gate. Shut up.
Damn, Z, rude!
No, it's... Do you hear that? Suddenly a soft tone comes from a security panel where a blue light pulses slowly. That's the same thing we heard. When Iris showed up, she must be trying to tell us something. Zara touches the panel and its display suddenly changes to the blueprint of MASADA. A flashing line appears leading from your current location to the area marked Private Office O. Montoya. Oh, Montoya, that's Estella's mom. Iris wants us to go to her office? Let's check it out. Oh, you're gonna walk the complex without any helmets on. Solid idea. Follow directions to the office, taking care to move through the facility as inconspicuously as possible. Inside, the dusty lab equipment is spread across the counters and desks. A series of sketches depicting robotic constructs are attached to a bulletin board. Looks abandoned. A blueprint spotlight emanates from a computer terminal. Iris's hologram may gradually materializes. We can speak safely here. This room is no longer monitored, having been unused for several years. So this is where Stella's mom worked? This is Olivia's old office, yes. Stop. So Leela told Rourke of what all conspired, right? We were going for the Lernern Gate. We also told him that Iris told us. Shit. So that means he knows. So this could very much be his well-orchestrated plan. Was she working on? Did you know her? What was she working on? Actually, that's a highly relevant question. She was one of the first scientists to extrapolate the extent of the Endless abilities. The Vanti told us the Endless could move freely between different points in time. MASADA scientists have proven that the same holds true for spatial distances. In fact, the Lernern Gate was designed to mimic this method of teleportation. So, how do we find the others and get them to the gate? The prisoners have been taken to the hydrodynamic stasis for processing. That laboratory is just a few levels beneath us, but it's constantly under heavy guard. There's an experimental weapon in this office that should be able to neutralize any Arachnid soldiers found there. I'm down for anything that involves experimental and weapon. Hell yeah! Once you've freed everyone, you'll need to proceed to the theatrical prismatics in sublevel 9, deep in the underlying pillar of rock. And that's where the Lernern Gate is, right? Correct. It's among a number of devices developed at MASADA before limitations of standard prisms were fully understood. The alien's heart will be more than sufficient to finally activate it. How does she know that? Like, okay. Like, just... Okay, like I said, I think it's a part of Rourke's orchestrated plan. Sweet! So where's this weapon you're talking about? There's a cabinet to your left, marked with a hazard. Hologram flickers erratically. Is something wrong? I'm being reconfigured. John, please promise you'll get Alistair and Varen to safety. Wait, Varen? What about him in particular? Everett wants to prepare a new host. Directive 1908 will force... The hologram vanishes mid-sentence. That ain't good. Greg walks over to the cabinet Iris indicated. Huh, there's a diagram on the door. He kneels down to take a look. Holy, it's a shoulder-mounted laser cannon! And something tells me it costs diamonds. You, Sean, and Zara head over. Guys, we gotta get this open. It's about to get all Gundam up in here. Gangnam? Gundam, Craig. Hold up for a second. Let me look at the secure... Yo! I need this in my life! Greg giddily taps a bunch of panels on a nearby display. Clunk. Your machinery spring into motion. Something wraps around your head, blocking your vision. What the... You okay, John? Looks like a VR headset. It's freaking latched onto John's head. Thank you, Craig! Thank you! Thank you for trying to kill me. A bright blue room appears around you. John, can you hear me? I'm trying to turn it off. A woman in a lab coat enters and turns towards you. There's a deep sense of urgency in her eyes. Hello, I'm Olivia Montoya. For several years, I've been assigned to Rourke International's Omega Spaceman project. This simulation was created in order to illustrate how hugely destructive Omega could be if allowed to be seen into completion. Everything you're about to experience directly represents what the machine will do to a specimen, and thereby what a specimen could do to our world. The room and the woman fade from view, and you find yourself on a busy city street. Yeah, it's Paris. Big Ben? I think I'm in London. Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, close enough. Ye old double tape! Looking down, you see robotic limbs where your arm should be. Try to keep cool, John. I think the simulation is responsive to biofeedback. You suddenly feel a compulsion to interact with the city around you. A nearby parked car. Writhing blue-white horror surrounds the car. It gradually vanishes from sight, leaving a vacant spot at the side of the street. That could actually come in handy. Looking good, John. Keep it up and I should be able to override it. The scenario abruptly changes, and you're on the bustling street lined with modern high-rises. Again, something forces you to affect your surroundings. What's happening? What am I? Concentrate on a reflective skyscraper. As you approach the building, you're confronted with a reflection in its glass facade. Instead of your own body, you see a figure in a red spacesuit enclosed in a massive robot. Okay? Anyone know who that might be? Cough hints. This was clue, by the way. Whoa, this could be the project he was talking about. Remember the Endless? Okay, shh. We're gonna go on now. The building's windows ripple with blue energy. We're going on a trip, and I really bought the wrong stuff. Da-da-da. The outer wall is eaten away, exposing several floors. There's a loud groan as the stabilized structure begins to lean forward. This isn't real, but just gotta keep breathing and stay focused. The scene dissolves, returning you to the blue floor room. You've just experienced firsthand the disastrous effects of the Omega specimen. If you were shocked by what you saw, I urge you to contact your government officials and warn them to take action. Rourke International must be stopped before this project becomes a terrible reality. Thank you. Guys, I think it's shutting down. Hold on! I'll save you, John! Craig, wait! You hear something shatter, and suddenly the headset lock detaches. Craig, you're an idiot. You're just an idiot. Like, I'm just gonna... Oh my god. I'm just gonna bam this crap and just break everything. Don't touch anything. The visor falls away. Nearby smoke rises from a smashed computer terminal. Are you alright? Glance at the device in your hands. Brought to you by Samsung. That was interesting, to say the least. What'd you do that for, you big idiot? I thought I told you I was about to let John go. Whatever. You're welcome for saving your life, bro. Sure. Thanks, Greg. Should we see if we can get the laser cannon out now? Yeah, you know it. No, you're not using it. Greg, do not touch anything. Okay, I get it. Greg absently reaches towards the screen, preparing to swipe the surface. Dude, seriously? Fine. Sit down. Sit. No, I will knock you the hell out. Zara squints at the terminal next to the cabinet. Yep, I should be able to get this bad boy out. It'll just take a little time. One walking tank complete with artillery coming up. Oh, do we really have to? Okay, do we really trust Craig to let him walk out with, like, a big-ass cannon on his shoulder? Like, he's just gonna fire at the whole room. Based on what we've seen so far, I think we're gonna need that. You got it. Zara taps away at the display screen beside the cabinet, quickly disabling the lock. She pops open the door. A white optical cylinder is revealed inside, connecting to a shoulder harness and peripheral devices. Okay, Craig, remember, stealth first. Craig rushes to grab the cannon, balancing it on his arm while he attaches the straps. Stealth first, and pew 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 second. Craig struts around the room with the sleek cylinder jutting from his shoulder. You know how to use that thing, Hasao? Let's find out. No! aims a weapon at a cleaned-out desk in the corner. A column of blazing red appears in the cannon's path, instantly reducing the desk to white-hot ash. Okay, so pretty much you could kill us all. So, hey, you know, thank God we gave it to Craig instead of me. What? That's what I'm talking about! Okay, I gotta admit, that was awesome. No, it's in the hands of Craig. Nice shot. We better get moving, though. Just try to keep that thing pointed away from us, okay? 68. You got it! Oh, God. As you fall out of the office, you can't help but notice Craig's childlike grin and gleeful bounce in his step. You return to the main entrance, a pair of elevator doors slide open, and the four of you enter. Sean leans down to look at a list of floors on a display panel. Alright, which destination do we want? I think it was the hydrodynamic stasis? Yes. That's where they have our friends. Right, good memory. Thank you. Sean taps the screen and the doors close. Helmet's on. We're gonna have company. The elevator begins to descend. And yeah, you've got this... We're like the lowest rank in them, and I'm just walking in, or if Craig's walking with this giant mount, like, on his, you know, side.
Yeah, you got my promotion, guys.
The doors open and a corridor lit by stark fluorescence. Hear a familiar voice coming from somewhere ahead. Such a shame. You could have been a hero, Mackenzie. Let's get closer, but keep a low profile. Copy that. The corridor takes a sharp turn, then opens into a larger room. You peek around the corner. Your friends are all lined up along the wall of a laboratory. A row of arachnid soldiers hold rifles at their backs. Lundgren has his hand clamped around Jake's neck, his power exosuit lifting him into the air. Should have left it alone, son. Would have turned out to be better for everyone. Lundgren, you delusional son of a... One day you're gonna go down for what you've done. No, apparently the images are bugged. That dang today, Mackenzie. Today it's your day. Fiddler settles up to Lundgren and bars a cigar, taking a puff and then blowing the smoke into Jake's face. My only mistake was trusting someone like you, Fiddler. Oh, that hurts. Really it does. Fortunately, you'll have plenty of time to reconsider your harsh words while you're in your little pickle jar. Fiddler gestures through an observation window. Endless rows of stasis tubes stand in an adjoining room, each containing a pale, contorted figure kept on the edge of life support by support systems. You turn off your suit's voice amplification and lean over to whisper to the others. Those tubes, they're like the ones we found Rourke in back at the Celestial. Holy crap! Who are all those people? Look like they're suspended in animation. We've got to rescue our friends before they join them. Let's put him in now, Lundgren. The servos on Lundgren's armor, grind as he tosses Jake against the wall. Go ahead, I'm sick of looking at the bastard. Stick 'em all in. You and Mouse come see me when you're done. Yes, sir. Lundgren heads towards the door, merging into the corridor where you are. Salute him. You jump to attention and angle your hat across your forehead. Sir! Lundgren barely gives you a glance as he passes by. Yeah. Okay, so, don't... You know what? I ain't even gonna say nothing. Just ignore the cannon mounted on Craig's... That's just... Oh my god, I have an issue with this. Enters the elevator, and the doors whistly slide shut. Phew, what a jerk. He ignored us, you dummy. That's a good thing. Come on, we gotta figure out how to save the others. The four of you march into the stasis lab, Fiddler smugly watching Jake as he's forcibly dragged by two arachnid operatives towards a circular device. Get off of me! You're cute when you're angry and helpless. The others hear the struggle and begin to protest. Stop it! Let it go!
This is the coward solution. We should fight to settle the matter.
They're gonna put us all in those tanks? Fiddler grabs Jake by his jacket and sends him sprawling atop the disc in the middle of the room. Turn it on.
Initiating discharge.
The mouse reaches towards the terminal. A surveillance camera scans the area from the ceiling. We gotta do something! Sean raises his rifle. I got a clear shot. Who should I aim for? The camera. Sean takes aim and fires a round at the surveillance camera. Its blast off its mount and it's clattering noisily to the floor. What the hell?
Looks like you've been had, Predator.
Jake kicks out her leg, sending her flailing backward. Ah! Everyone removes their Arachnid helmets. It's the missing four. They're attacking! Too bad that camera out of none of your buddies will see me kicking your ass! Fiddler reaches towards an activation panel on her suit. We'll just see about that. Let's play hide and seek! We already know how to beat you this time. You hear maniacal laughter and the sound of blades being drawn. I really don't like her. Everyone scans the area for Fiddler. A thin layer of fog clings to the floor. Craig clanks a dial in the laser cannon. Alright, I'm charging up. Fiddler reappears in front of Craig. Her katana is raised to strike. There's so much of you to slice. Where should I begin? How about right here? Brings a blade to his neck.
How about you eat laser instead?
The red light flares in the barrel of Craig's cannon. Fiddler's eyes widen. She barely has a moment to cross her blades defensively before... Zzz, a massive streak of red sends her flying across the lab. With a crunch, she hits the opposite wall and slides to the ground. Her twisted, half-disintegrated katana tumbles to the floor at her sides as she collapses unconscious. Hello, Craig's little friend!
Say hello to my little friend!
Cracks appear in a few of the stasis tubes near the wall Fiddler collided with. Over the sounds of struggle, you make out a computerized voice. Warning. Units 3, 7, and 16 compromised. Health of the hotel guests remains stable. Guests? These are the Celestials' guests? But why are they here? We could work one with them. Experimentation. The other three Arachnid soldiers in the room turn towards you, raising their guns. Quick, guys! Get 'em! Everyone descends on the soldiers at once, tackling and punching. You just messed with the wrong pre-med. I've been saving up my rage for a moment like this. Have at you!
Fall, men of Hydra.
You look back to the others to find Sean and Estella pinning down a subdued mouse. The other Arachnid soldiers are backing away from Michelle and Alistair, who've taken their rifles. Bring him to that desk over there. I got an idea. You heard her, Creeps. Move. She and Raj prod the soldiers over to the central platform. Sean drags Mouse's body. Please, no! We're nobodies! Our salary's less than 40K! Still more than mine? Question mark? Question mark? Sorry, I typed something in the touch panel. You're overpaid. Have a nice bath. Circular hatches open beneath the soldiers' feet. They fall, splashing into a vat of green fluid, or the hats snap shut once more. Man, I'm ready for the vacation from the vacation. This was damn close, Boy Scout. Your timing's something else. We gotta move, people. Next stop is the gate. Everyone follows Sean towards the elevator. A few minutes later, you arrive at sub-level 9.
What is that? Do you see that up ahead?
Looks like a security scanner. Get your helmets back on. High-pitched electronic noise sounds. All personnel, please stand by for security screening. And we're screwed. Wait, that's not what you're supposed to say? Usually you're all like, I got this! Can't no security system hold me down and stuff? Sorry, I don't have this one, guys. Everybody get behind me. We're too close to mess this up now. Several cameras swivel towards you. A dot projector scans each of you. A seeming eternity passes in silence, everyone holding their breath. No intruders detected. Access granted. We made it. Come on. Everyone breathes out of their anxiety as you continue to your destination. The corridor leads to a massive chamber overgrown with vines and moss. Uh-oh. I don't know if anything down here is still working. You and your friends walk through the lab, pass by a derelict device's failed prototypes. Hey, Boy Scout, get a load of this. You join Jake by a small window. He wipes away the dust and reveals a chamber contained in the wall. You peer in. Hey, it's Jake's idol. Another idol. At least I believe. It's in the middle of a laser grid. I reckon they're scanning it for something. Can we get it out? There's a chance an alarm will sound if the beams are disrupted, but there might be a way. Take the idol. Well, I guess we'll find out which idol it is. Here we go. Take the idol. Suddenly Jake gets sliced in half by the laser. We might need it. What's your idea? Watch and learn. Jake shatters a nearby pane of mirrored glass. Then he carefully opens the scanner compartment and uses the mirror shards to reflect the laser beams. Piece of cake. Here you go. Reaches in and withdraws the idol, handing it to you. The moment you both touch it, the facility is washed away. You feel yourself wrenched back through time into a cockpit of a military plane. Jake sits in the pilot's seat, casually mantling the throttle. Reacted flight deck, this is Wolf, repeating clear skies over Kara's Dam. And it crackles with a response. Roger that, Wolf. Any sign of rebel activity? Next to Jake, his co-pilot leans forward, squinting in a radar console. Nada. Looks like a straight shot to Mother Base, just like we planned. Copy. Safe flying. Mike shuts off the radio and leans back in his seat. So here we are, the two best pilots in the entire Navy, stuck on recon duty. Hey, I don't mind. I'll take a smooth, boring recon run over a dogfight any day. Whatever you say, Grandpa. Jake leans over and gives Mike a playful punch in the arm. Word of advice, Mike? Drop the whole nickname shtick. It's seriously lame. Puh, you say. Ladies love it. Says the guy who struck out with every girl in the port when we were on shore leave. What can I say? I'm an acquired taste. Jake grins and leans back in his seat. Mike watches him for a minute, then leans forward. Hey. What's up? I'm scared. Mike. I know we gotta do this. I know it's the right thing. I know Lundgren's gotta be stopped, but the minute we land this plane and walk in the General's office, our lives change forever. Lundgren's powerful and ruthless, and he's gonna send people after us, after our families. Look, I'm scared too, but I trust in the system. I believe in justice. And that was your first problem. The system is a joke anymore, and justice is in the hands of the people. And the people seem complacent. But we'll get into that some other day. Lundgren's been selling U.S. weapons to our enemies. He's turned us all into mercenaries working for the highest bidder. When we tell everyone what he's done, they'll listen. They'll protect us and he'll pay. I wish I had your certainty. We already made our choice, kid. All we have is now. Mike arches his eyebrow. Was that a nickname? Not on your... Jake is cut off by a blare of an alarm. The hell? Mike slides over, looking at the panels. Damn! We got a row of surface-to-air missiles launchers on the ridge. What? That's impossible. They're all supposed to be on the other side of the mountains. Well, they're here, and they're locking onto us fast. Lundgren, he freaking found out. Oh my god, the whole mission was just to... Down below, the ground shudders as several missiles launch skyward. Evasive maneuvers! Oh god, oh no! Hang on, Mike, just hang on! The alarm bleats and tears. Jake pushes down on the yoke, ducking below one missile, just as three more are visible through the windshield. I can't dodge them all! We gotta eject! Jake flips switches and punches buttons. The light turns green and he grabs his eject lever. Ready? He looks over at Mike and sees the fear on his face. The light on his console is red. Mine's jammed! You gotta be kidding. Missiles rocket towards them, drawing closer. Rip open the panel. It's just the wiring. There's no time, Jake. You gotta go. Like hell. You're one dumb sumbitch if you think I'm leaving you here. We already made our choice, kid. Mike reaches over and yanks Jake's ejection lever. Mike, no! All we have is... Blasting pins fire, tearing off the cockpit ceiling. Jake's seat launches out of the plane, right as two missiles impact the hull. Mike! Plane rips apart, showering the sky in debris. And just then, you're also ejected, hurtling through time. Into a jail cell. Jake angrily paces around, his hands held together by thick metal shackles. He spins towards a camera mounted in the corner of the room. Hey, Phony Stark, are you watching? You tuned into the Jake channel? Ain't nothing better on? Oh, we've been here before. That was when, Zara did her stunt. There's right at the camera, flipping the bird. I ain't gonna dance for you. I ain't gonna be one of your lackeys, never. But if you're looking for some entertainment, how about you and me outside, no guns? I'll give you a show, you piece of... An angry fist pounds on the cell door, and a soldier on the other side leans in through the grate. Keep your mouth shut in there, prisoner. Why don't you come in here and make me, Peter Parker? Are you too scared? Why would I bother when I can do this? The guard slams his fist down on a button near the wall. A current surges through the metallic floor, electrocuting Jake. Ah! Jake crumples, panting as the guard laughs. Ha ha, 5 years, man. 5 years I've been doing that. Never gets old. Now then, you ready to play nice, or I'm gonna have to... Suddenly an alarm blares out overhead, red lights flash, and klaxons bellow. The hell? A crackle, a voice comes over the loudspeaker. Attention, all Rourke goons. This is a pre-recorded announcement from Security Chief Namazi. If you're hearing this, it means I have activated the kill switch protocol, which means you're pretty much screwed. I've set all the reactors to overload, so in about 20 minutes, nothing will be left on this compound but a smoldering crater. Have a nice day and burn in hell. The voice cuts off and the guard stares at the speaker stunned. Just as the cell door slides open. Well, well, well. Crap! The guard dives for the button, but Jake's faster, and leaps rolling and lunges forward, tackling the guard around the waist. Huh! Wrist still shackled, Jake yanks out of the guard's sidearm and shoots him twice in the head. Payback's a bitch. Oh, I love you. Throws the guard's body aside and rushes forward. Inside of the MASADA compound is total chaos. Guards run around frantically, shouting, scrambling. Other prisoners rush out of their cells, fighting them in a wild melee. Jake looks around and spots an open doorway leading out of the hangar. There it is. A fueled-up cargo helicopter sits on the helipad. Jake stares at it longingly. He then turns and runs the other way, deeper into the compound. 5 minutes later, Jake staggers in through the doors of the Stasis lab. He's holding a rifle, and he's been roughed up, bleeding from a bullet hole in his thigh. Behind him lies a trail of dead arachnid soldiers. He limps forward, one hand on his wound, pushing through the room until he finds the pod he was looking for. With a trembling hand, he uses the console on the side of it. The pod slides open. Slick with slime, your limp body falls on the pod, still into Jake's arms. Come on. Come on, wake up. Your eyes open with a blink, adjusting to the light. Jake, what? There you are, Boy Scout. Where? How? You've been frozen for a long time, but you're here now. I gotcha. How long? 5 years almost. I'll explain it all later. Right now, the two of us got a plane to catch. Slides his arm under your shoulder, helping you to your feet. Now come on, it's just this way. A gunshot rings out. Jake stiffens, stunned. Looks down to see the front of his shirt darken with blood. Not now. Jake falls to his knees. You spin around to see a familiar face looming in the shadows, a pistol in his hands. Don't move. No! The mouse steps closer, pistol raised. You scramble back, weak from atrophy. You can't escape. Just as Mouse pulls the trigger. Ugh! Jake throws himself at Mouse. Taking out his legs, they wrestle on the floor until Jake slips the chain of his wrist shackles around Mouse's neck. On his back, with Mouse pinned on top of him, Jake pulls hard as he can. Finally, the soldier's neck snaps with a brittle crack, and he goes limp. Jake? Jake? Push the dead soldier off of Jake and see the blood spewing on his chest, and already he looks pale and weak, the life fading from him. No. No. Stay with me, Jake. Run. Get out of here. The place is gonna blow. I can't just leave you. Don't let this be for nothing. Get out of here. Escape. Live. For me. For all of... Jake lets out his last breath and then closes his eyes, fading away. Settling your back at theoretical prismatics, you blink and realize you'd been crying. What's the matter? I actually give a shit about you. I'm sorry. God damn it. Oh, man, I tell you. See, the old Jake, he would have said, screw you, got on the helicopter and flew away, but he's become a good friend. Jake pulls you in a gentle hug. Hey, it's alright. Thank you, Jake. For what? For something you'll never have to do. Not after today. Sometimes I can't keep up with your riddles. Come on, let's find this gate and get you home. Jake turns away, look down at the gleaming idol in your white-knuckled grip. 2 more to go. Collected 10 and 12 catalysts. Oh, wow, guys. Come look at this. Graves stands before a yawning, cylindrical chamber. Narrow catwalk threads the middle, ending in a colossal paneled sphere. Whoa, is this... the Lenin Gate? We actually made it. You discard your arachnid disguise and join Zara at the computer terminal. I like how I'm kind of like James Bond. There's a suit under everything. Any idea how to turn it on? Looks like the power coupling leads here. Zara points to a steel plate between 2 large electrodes. A pile of fine dust is in the center of the plate. Whatever they tried to power with the last time, he got burnt out fast. You pull the islands hard from your bag and look towards Varen. Are you sure, Varen? If the heart isn't powerful enough, it could be destroyed. You have risked greatly for my people, John. Now we risk this for you. You know how to place the heart between the electrodes. Suddenly, the console hums to life. That's a good sound, right? I think it's a good sound. The sphere. That's what I'm thinking. That's what immediately one thing. Look over and see the giant mechanism starting to rotate, picking up speed. Soon the panels break off, and somehow the orbiting center reveals within. We've seen this before, cough here. A pulsating ball of energy. It works. The targeting's live. I put in Hartfeld's locations. Yes, but
Not win.
We should hurry. We managed to sneak all the way down here, but they're definitely gonna notice a big of an energy spike. Are we sure it's safe?
Only one way to find out. Aaron anxiously watches the swirling portal, crackling with electricity. So we have a choice of, I'll go first, which gives Sean and Raj points. And let's do this together is Craig and Grace. So, I guess the real decision is up to me. Oh. I guess I'll stick with the me I've been for the last 2 books. I'll go first, putting myself in danger. I'll try it, and make sure it's safe. Swallow and step forward through the thundering spear. Not alone, you don't.
Yeah, not if I go first.
One by one, your friends join you on the catwalk.
So, Varen, after we're through, take the heart and get out of here. Don't get caught, okay? I wouldn't be able to forgive myself.
You would not be able to know either way.
I'd know. Somehow I'd know.
Varen's lips tremble, seemingly to hold back tears. He embraces Diego and kisses him one last time. I'll wait for you, Diego.
For 1,000,000 years?
For eternity. That's Estella looking back over her shoulder. Estella?
Leela's here somewhere. Rourke's here. I swear I wouldn't leave this island until I killed them. But this isn't the life she wanted for me. She wanted me far from them. That's why she hid me in San Trabita. She wanted me to live.
Reach out your hand. Then live, Estella. Estella fights back tears and steps up beside you. Goodbye, my friends. It was the greatest honor of my life to know you.
Can we please move this along? The radiation cannot be good for our health. Then shut up and walk.
You ready, Boy Scout? Whose hand do you hold?
Shit.
I'm gonna go with Estella. Quinn had a really good night with me, but you know. You slip your hand in Estella's. She says nothing, but she squeezes your hand. Her fingers lace with yours. You share a silent nod. The 12 of you encircle the portal sphere. Everybody together. 1, 2, 3. All of you at once step forward into the light. You feel yourself stretch and shrink, dissolve and reconstitute, transmitted across dimensions, falling through the quantum flow. And through it all, you hold each other's hands.
Whoa! Yeah! Ah!
That was horrible. Ah! You finally feel something solid underfoot. Do you feel that?
I think we landed somewhere. I still can't see.
You wince against the blinding light.
We made it. We really made it.
Because Hartfield's full of light, right, Grace? Gradually, the haze fades.
Yay!
And we've landed in one of Professor Vasquez's books. No. Oh, God.
Upon them arriving into the future, I said screw it and into the book.
The first thing you feel is the heat.
What happened?
A colossal volcano disgorges fire and smoke into the sky. An ocean of smoldering lava flows to the horizon.
Damn it, Z! You
got the coordinates wrong.
I didn't. I wouldn't make that dumb a mistake. Then where the hell are we?
Shielding your eyes, you gain out at a fire. That's when you see everything. The clock tower, the stadium, the library. The gate worked. We're home.
So, 2 of 2 clues found. Catalyst idol found. 2 more chapters to go. Oh, God help us.
So, I hope you all have enjoyed. Right now, I'm sitting and trying to think of what I'll do next.
because we are caught up to Royal Romance Book 2. I may actually start that. I also want to do, since I have an extra account now, since all this Pixelberry fiasco, I might start working on some other books too. We're technically 2 books behind in High School Story, and then we're also behind on some other ones. Crown of the Flame, I think I'm going to do last. Even with the few Diamond editions that I did of Crown of the Flame, they haven't really picked up at all. And I know there's the legit fans out there, you know, the hardcore ones on this channel that really want to see it. But 100 to 200 of them. But aside from that, no one else. And for monetary sense, it just isn't worth it to jump right into it when it's going to be a complete and utter loss. I hate to put it that way, but right now it's a complete and utter loss. Right now things are more popular, and I don't know. I feel like maybe we'll do it in a sense of maybe an anniversary from when it first came out, along with Freshman. Maybe we'll do something like that. Um, I don't know. Right now, that's still in the back burner. It's still there. It still crosses my mind. Every once in a while, who knows? Maybe I'll just do one chapter or something just to change it up. Maybe that's what I'll do. But other than that, yeah. Um, that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Please head on down description below. We've got links to social media, links to our Discord, as well as a few links to support me and my channel. It's greatly appreciated if you can. Otherwise, hit that like and share button. And until next time, stay well, stay awesome, and thanks for watching. Peace.